TikTok refugees. I swear to God, this is the most.
Hello, yes. Hello to you, TikTok refugees.
Every time I open up Rednote, they're called as refugees.
Every American came together and said, well, y'all want to try to take TikTok? Watch this. And now we're all collectively on a Chinese app called Rednote. Like, instead of leaving China's playground, we all just said, we're just gonna scoot over here.
The fashion is out of this world. They know how to dress. Like, I'm a fashion girly and I'm like, I'm scared to post because like y'all are on a whole new level. But
America is so out of touch. Our government, I'm convinced, loves and thrives seeing us unhappy and seeing us struggle and seeing us poor.
I swear on everything, we are the most unserious group of adults in the known universe after what I've just witnessed today. People are going to Rednote in droves. They're loading up school buses, loading up their minivans, packing all their
I went and checked out the Chinese version of TikTok, and the people over there are super friendly and nice and welcoming, but if you post anything supporting Trump or MAGA, you immediately get banned.
Hey fam, Gracie here once again. Welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that from wherever you my lovelies are watching this from, you're doing all right and God has protected you and preserved you very well. And to my people that keep supporting me on here, thank you so very much. To my members, shout out to you. To people that, you know, support me through the super thanks, I appreciate you guys. And to those that watch and subscribe and leave comments, I do appreciate each and every one of you. Now we do have an interesting one as always. We know that TikTok is gonna be banned. Yeah, it's official now, right? And Americans have decided to do it again. Yeah, everybody was wondering what is gonna be the future of TikTok without Americans, because lots of people are saying wherever Americans are going, we are following them. And that tells you that this demographic of people really make this app fun. And so Americans decided to put themselves in the hands of Chinese. Yeah, go on a Chinese app that is in China. And guys, because of the volumes and loads of people that have been already downloading this app, they have already made the app #1. And the app is already crashing. But guys, this is gonna be a funny episode. I have compiled lots. Let's just watch, get entertained. We'll come back. I'll say a few things. If you're landing on the channel for your very first time, don't forget to subscribe. Let's watch.
Do you know how funny it is realizing that America shot themselves in the foot? If there's anything that I learned about this country against my will, it's that they are so scared to compete with the Chinese market. I mean, when I was first buying a car, I heard about the BYD Dolphin and I was like, that's exactly what I want, only to find out that I can't get any BYD cars because they compete with the American car market. But I needed a car. I got a Hyundai. Next, when I started to get fed up with my iPhone and I didn't want to upgrade, I found out about the Huawei phones. And I thought those things look super duper cute. Even if this is a totally new interface, I want to get a cute phone. And they had my favorite shade of purple, which Apple had yet to make. But no, I couldn't get it because it would be competing with the American market. So I just waited and eventually upgraded my phone for free. And then we get to TikTok. American government officials are blatantly displaying their xenophobia. American citizens are blatantly displaying their displeasure at the xenophobia. America takes 9 months to ban TikTok, which has no associations with the Chinese market. And the fed up American citizens moved to the first Chinese app that looks like TikTok, that's based on a little red communist book.
I just downloaded Rednote and all I can say is that Instagram is gonna go out real sad. And watch this, watch this, watch this. 漂亮女孩在哪里? These niggas are light years ahead of us. First thing I see on this fucking app is Luigi content and fine shit throwing fits, bro. I saw a fucking post that said, black people are greater than. And it was just a fucking collage of dark-skinned, beautiful people. Mark Zuckerberg was scared of me giving up my data. Bitch, I'm about to give that shit straight to Xi Jinping in a red fucking envelope, nigga. 我讨厌美国. The niggas who get it, get it. And the best part is, I don't even gotta introduce these niggas to communism. The app is literally fucking Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok all fucking squeezed into one, bro. All I'm gonna say to y'all, though, is come with some fucking respect. Because I don't give a fuck if they're speaking Mandarin. Mandarin is the most spoken language in the fucking world. I'm gonna need y'all to lock in. But yeah, y'all can find me there. The @ is the same. It's just Draft Dodger with a 0. The profile pic is the same. I already put up my first post. And niggas in China is liking it. Yeah, they're gonna be sick of me. Long live China, nigga. Long live Xi Jinping, nigga. Big up to Mao Zedong, nigga.
So every American came together and said, well, y'all want to try to take TikTok? Watch this. And now we're all collectively on a Chinese app called Rednote. Like, instead of leaving China's playground, we all just said, we're just gonna scoot over here. Like, what? We're literally boycotting a ban by running straight back to the source. Millennials are like, how do I log in? Gen Z already got Luigi edits on there. And boomers, well, they probably don't even know TikTok's getting banned. They're still on Facebook posting minion memes. And you know what? This is exactly what Congress gets for sleeping on Americans, especially Gen Z. Like, I already told y'all before, I knew Gen Z was going to come up with something. We all just decided that we're going to speak Mandarin now. We're going to learn Mandarin. And we went from scrolling from the For You page to Duolingo real quick. And I just know that the creators of Rednote woke up this morning like, whoa, what is going on? Because we all collectively just started squatting there. We're squatters. But let me tell y'all, y'all better behave. Y'all better behave on these people's app. If you haven't guessed already, I'm already on Rednote. When I got on there, my first thought was, 我不知道我在哪里，等我是很着力。 Look at me speaking Mandarin!
Xiaohongshu, I'm Wen, a 10-year user of Xiaohongshu with 1.7 million followers. Before we start talking shit about your government, I'll be delighted to give you some helpful advice on using Xiaohongshu. Some of you might be a bit terrified about coming here, but don't worry. We Chinese people are really friendly. There are plenty of people who speak English. Don't worry. We would love to chat with you, but please be patient and help us a little bit with our English. It's a win-win situation. Please avoid posting overly revealing photos. There's only one person who can post revealing pictures on this platform. Maybe. Well, this platform has stricter rules about women's clothing to protect their privacy. However, guys have it a lot easier. So, if you are 6 feet tall with 6 packs, feel free to take off your shirt. We'll be generous to give you likes and comments. So, hope you have fun.
How to say fuck off, bitch? In Mandarin Chinese. 滚犊子,老逼灯,滚犊子,老逼灯. Period.
A couple hours ago, I received a message from journalists in China asking me why there are so many Americans flocking to Rednote. We have caused such a ruckus, made such a large impact not only on their social media, but their people and their society in general, that they're asking me, why are so many Americans coming to Rednote? And these are just one of the first of many messages, and they're giving me their address and emails and so on. And they're actually downright curious on why we are coming to Rednote. So to the journalists in China that is interested about this information, here you go. And the reason why is because our US government sucks. They are trying to fully take away our communication and our rights and our freedom of speech entirely. TikTok was the one app that they couldn't control through social media or anything else, so that way they can paint a narrative of how they see fit. The US government is trying to paint a picture that China is trying to steal our data, but we all knew that's not the case. In fact, we all know that is nothing but a complete lie. The only reason why they want to ban TikTok is because they want to silence our voices entirely. Our government does not care about us. In fact, they never did. All they care about is oppressing us. All they care about is making sure they win in the way that they see fit. All they care about is promoting the rich, filling their own pockets, and making sure they get even richer. Our government is completely anti-China, and they recently passed a bill for $1.6 billion to promote anti-China propaganda. We completely understand that the reason why they want to shut down TikTok is because we can see the world of how it truly is, that the world isn't as hateful or as regretful or as terrifying or evil as they try to make it seem. We also understand that China is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. They try to paint it as this downright evil and communistic country that is just breaking down and terrifying, and they oppress their own people. They are also trying to make it seem that China has no type of freedom whatsoever. We all understand that that's nothing but not a lie. Our Supreme Court, our House, our governments, our leaders, they are nothing but cockroaches and leeches. They do not protect the people. They do not protect us. They do not help us. Our own US social medias like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, they all sell our data to other people, to the highest bidder, or to the US government without our permission. They have done this countless times, and our leaders do absolutely nothing about it. Our governments, our leaders, they are nothing but money-hungry, grubbing leeches who wants nothing but power, money, and control over us. There are states, cities, and people that are dying, that are sick, that are burning away, and they do nothing in return. Our insurance companies are rejecting our claims and canceling our insurance policies because they do not want to pay for us because it affects their profits, their stockholders, and their investors. They care about the rich more than they care about their own citizens. And the people of the United States are tired of it. We're done. We're so fucking fed up. We can't do anything physically because if we try to, they will undoubtedly use force. So now, since they want to be so anti-China and think that there's Chinese spies in TikTok, which there aren't, and they want to conjure up all these lies trying to make it seem like China are trying to brainwash American citizens into thinking that the government is bad, which they actually are. They want us censored. They are trying to take away our First Amendment right of freedom of speech. They do not want us to know the truth about who they actually are and what they're actually doing. This has gone on for long enough, and we're done. Hawaii has been burned to the ground. Los Angeles is being burned to the ground. There are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people homeless because their insurance companies has fucked them. They have abandoned the American people. New York City is being flooded. Florida is getting hit by multiple hurricanes. Texas is slowly being destroyed. Everything is too expensive and Americans cannot afford basic things to live. Our country refuses to give us universal health care even though they spent billions and trillions of dollars on military equipment. That and other things that we do not need, like anti-China propaganda. And they spend loads of money on themselves and not for the people. America is not the greatest country in the world. In fact, it's far from it. This country is corrupted to its core. Yeah, America may seem pretty from wherever you are, but the truth is, this country is slowly destroying itself from the inside because all our leaders care about is what they put in their pockets. They just want power and control. Our wildlife is dying and being burnt to the ground, and thousands of people are dying. There are too much happening in the United States, and all they care about is banning TikTok. Are you kidding me? This is why so many American citizens are flooding to Rednote. It's because we cannot rely on our own government. So if they do ban TikTok, we will use Rednote as a means of fighting back. But you know what? This has worked out better than we could possibly imagine. Because now we are even closer with China because of this than we are with America. And this is something that they did not want to happen. And yet, it did anyway. The US government ended up creating a problem that they did not want to exist. Nor did it exist in the first place. But guess what? Now, that problem that they were so afraid of happening has actually happened. This is the American citizens' way of revolutioning. So they have one or two choices. One, they can ban TikTok and we'll just go to Rednote instead. Or two, they can stop trying to fucking silence us and let us keep TikTok. It's one or the other. Either way, they're not going to get what they want, and we're going to make damn sure of that. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. This is Onyx. You can find me on Rednote, and you can find me here. I am gone.
I think it's hilarious that these TikTok refugees have all fled to Xiaohongshu Rednote. It's a Chinese app. It is not the Chinese version of TikTok. The Chinese version of TikTok is called Douyin, which basically translates to TikTok. They're by the same company. Xiaohongshu or Rednote is a completely different entity and a different app. And you guys did not waste any time, okay? I saw this guy, he posted, American guy or maybe international guy, not sure, likely American, posted on Xiaohongshu. He was topless, he was ripped, and he was doing pole dancing, and the comments are hilarious. This female commenter said, "Thank you, TikTok, for showing us the good stuff," because this kind of video is just, you don't see that on social media. Okay, we're relatively conservative, especially when it comes to public facing stuff, and also pole dancing is not that common. So like it's hilarious, and I think that the TikTok ban had single-handedly created the best PR for China ever. Like, hey, like China, how did you finally break all the West propaganda and share your culture internationally? TikTok ban. As a Chinese immigrant, I've always wondered why America hates China so much. I don't understand. There's so much misinformation and misconceptions out there, and I'm so excited for people to finally see what it's really like for an average Chinese person to just live their lives. They're hilarious if you can understand the language or and the context, or if you don't, you know, a lot of them speak English as well, and as long as you're respectful to our people and to our country, you will be opened. I mean, you will be welcomed with open arms. This is actually the first app that allow international communities, mass international communities, and Chinese communities to communicate together and interact together, because the popular Chinese social media, we don't use them here in America. The social media we use over here, like Instagram, our version of the TikTok, or like YouTube, all of that, they're not accessible in China. So this is actually the first app that allow mass international interactions, and I'm actually really excited for people to learn about Chinese culture, Chinese food. There's so much to know and to learn. We have thousands of years of history and rich in culture and diversity for the world to see. And I'm really proud of my culture, and I'm really excited for more people to be able to learn about it and know about it. And if you need help with Rednote, I know there's a lot of tutorials out there already, but I'm happy to help. I'm not an influencer in any way, shape, or form. I have like 2 followers, but I want to be able to contribute in some way, shape, or form to this community and help with this. So if you need help, let me know. Bye.
We, the US government, are very concerned about your data, and we do not want the Chinese government having access to your data. Yeah, well, we, the people of the United States, don't give a fuck, because we've just now made Rednote the #1 social app on iOS store. You want my data, China? Here you go. I'm serving it up on a silver fucking platter.
Okay, listen up. All hi, Nade. Joy team. Ogmog. All I tang. Okay, fine now. Right now.
Hey, TikTok refugees. I swear to God, this is the most funny shit I've ever seen since Brexit. Okay, so my name is Roxy Cat, your cat sister here. I'm a little bit popular here. And clearly, I'm one of the people that you don't need translation to understand. Yes, since I've been here for so long, so trust me when I say this should be your little Rednote 101. So we Chinese people, we're really kind and heartwarming. You're gonna see us welcoming people everywhere, but there are just some certain types of people that we don't welcome at all. First of all, if you ever think Pan Express is the most delicious Chinese food, get the fuck out of here. Second of all, if you can't tell the difference between a dragon and a lion, you got 5 seconds to learn and report to me immediately. Third, if you ever dare to mix us up with Japanese or Korean, you'll be put into the plague zone immediately. Unless that we messed up and pretend that we're Korean ourselves. Yeah, a few things. Don't say any shit about our country. It's the key to respect. But hey, if you want to talk about yours, it's okay. You're already refugees now. And we're all friendly, so use more emojis to avoid conflict. Here is one that we all love to use. For those of you who don't understand, this means bizarre. Like the fact that you're here listening to me right now. And learn some Chinese, respect the Chinese culture. I think we'll be fine. Just imagine that you're in my home and all I can hope is nobody's shit in my living room.
The fashion is out of this world. They know how to dress. Like, I'm a fashion girly and I'm like, I'm scared to post because like y'all are on a whole new level, but they're so inspiring. So I'm gonna still post my stuff, but like their fashion is it.
So let me get this straight. Y'all motherfuckers really went over there to Rednote and didn't tell nobody. Y'all didn't tell none of us y'all was going over there. So everybody going to Rednote now. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm about to go over there too.
We made it to the news. TikTok refugees have made it to the news.
Girl, I am so deceased. I just found out Chinese elementary kids are on Rednote asking Americans to translate their English homework for them. They be trying to make us hate each other so bad, and like it never works.
Baby, look, Louisiana. 我撒用 ECA choose young, lost young. That simply mean I want some ball crawfish. We ready for Mardi Gras.
I went and checked out the Chinese version of TikTok, and the people over there are super friendly and nice and welcoming. But if you post anything supporting Trump or MAGA, you immediately get banned, and it's the best thing ever.
Y'all, we done broke the Rednote app. I think all of us Americans going to Rednote literally made the servers crash. On my video that I just made a couple hours ago about making a profile over on the Rednote app, I have had tons of comments on people saying that they cannot get past the phone verification. They have tried everything, and I really think that Rednote right now is having some issues because all of the people from America that are joining this Chinese app. Not only did I have tons of comments of people saying that they couldn't get into the app because they weren't getting the phone verification at all, or not basically until 30 minutes later, and it's basically too late. I also had tons of comments of people saying that they already followed me, that already had an account, and I am not seeing them followers at all. Like, they are very, very slowly trickling in, and I have nowhere near the amount of comments that people are telling me, hey, I followed you because I want to follow a lot of people back. We are literally breaking the Rednote app. I would be so worried if they were not so friendly over there on that app, that they are probably so pissed off at us right now if their shit ain't working because all of us migrated over there and basically took over their app. I really think that this is all the trouble we're seeing right now. They really just weren't ready and had no idea that all of TikTok was about to go over to their Rednote app, and literally it's too much for the app to handle. So I'd say just give it some time, then try to get back into the Rednote app and make your account. You guys...
America is so out of touch. Our government, I'm convinced, loves and thrives seeing us unhappy and seeing us struggle and seeing us poor. Because after the hearing with SCOTUS and listening to the way those judges don't even know what an algorithm is versus an app, they probably don't know the difference between Wi-Fi and 5G, and they're talking about, oh, you can just do another algorithm like it's going to the grocery store to just buy something. Seeing that Rednote, another Chinese app, which is owned and hosted in China, is the #1 app on the App Store today, is just beautiful. It's the most ironic icing on the cake for this government, because you're trying to take down the app that actually is safe, where all the data and servers are here in Texas, that has been proven to work in this country for the last 5-6 years. Now, Americans are going to another Chinese app that is actually in China. Sooner or later, Americans are going to be extremely fed up, and something's got to give. So as they say, let them eat cake. Let them eat cake, as the French said.
I swear on everything, we are the most unserious group of adults in the known universe after what I've just witnessed today. People are going to Rednote in droves. They're loading up school buses, loading up their minivans, packing all their shit, and going to an actually completely Chinese-owned app, and they're having a blast. First of all, I'm curious. I wonder what the Chinese government thinks about all this, because guaranteed they're aware of it. Guaranteed. And the powers that be in our country here in the United States, could you guys really not predict this? You couldn't predict how petty we are, how petty we can be. Gotcha, bitch. There are Mandarin to English tutorials being given even as we speak. People taking notes, remembering their favorite phrases, how to pay somebody a compliment, how to express excitement or enjoyment for something, a type of content. in Mandarin. U.S. government, your plan backfired. Oh, it backfired spectacularly. I am so anxious and so excited to see how all this unfolds. And it's only been really a couple of days. This is going to be a fun week, you know what?
Everyone is talking about moving over to Rednote if and when we have to say goodbye to TikTok. I teach Chinese marketing for a living, so let's talk about it. Here are 4 things you need to know about Little Red Book. Number 1, can you download the app in the US? Yes. Note that the name is actually 小红书, which stands for Little Red Book. Number 2, is it the Chinese version of TikTok? No. The Chinese version is actually called Douyin, and it's not available for download outside mainland China. Which brings us to, what is Little Red Book then? It's like Instagram and Pinterest combined. It's a highly visual platform with a grid layout. Number 4, do I need to speak Chinese on there? Kim K has an account on there, so you'll be totally fine speaking English. I'm going to be sharing the best practices for high-performing content on Rednote/Little Red Book, so make sure to follow us.
This is for the US government and US government only, all 3 branches and all subsets. You dumb fucking bitch. Look what you've done. You relied so heavily on your xenophobia, your backwards argument, that you have now forced the American people to do exactly what you didn't want them to do, allegedly. The American people are now linking their phone numbers to this app. They're linking their email addresses to this app. And that they're doing it with their own free will. They're not letting Meta sell it. They're not letting Instagram sell it. People are willing to learn Mandarin for this app. This is how heavily people are relying on TikTok. And you have failed to recognize that. You can talk all about privacy data. You have conditioned this generation, my generation especially, that our data is not private. You have conditioned us to think that the phone is listening at all times. So what value have you placed on us individually and our data individually? None. My friend and I have this running joke like, oh, I wonder which FBI agent, if you're listening to me, I'm joking.
So apparently so many of you are upset about this TikTok ban that you're now going to download a Chinese social media app called Rednote. So many, in fact, that it's now the #1 free app on iOS store. Like, what is wrong with you people? They are trying to defend and protect our data on this app, and you guys just want to go and give it all willingly to them? I just don't really understand it. I mean, to think that somebody would willingly go over there and just provide them with their information like it isn't anything. Y'all need to seek help.
Hello, I'm from a foreign land and I don't really know how to speak Mandarin, but I'm learning, kind of. I'm very grateful that you guys are allowing us on your platform. And as a welcome gift, I will show you some American music. I whip my hair back up, okay. This is Willow Smith. Yeah!
A lot of people ask me, they want to know it so bad. They want to know how does America sound in Chinese? Like how China sounds in English. Well, I'll tell you what, it's very easy. It's called Meigua. It's very easy. May is like Mayday. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I will not. Nobody knows. Guo is like Google. You put the frontal part of it and you put an option. Meigua, and you only take the art of it. Meigua. Very easy.
And I'm waiting for somebody to come over here on TikTok and talk some shit to me. Because I'm a straight up teller. Gunduza, lock be done. Gunduza, lock be done. Gunduza, lock be done.
I got banned from Redback. Red Lobster. He called me a fucking monkey, so I called him a chopstick. That's what the fuck he gets, but look at me, now I'm in fucking jail.
Hey guys, if you're seeing this, please pause, watch the entire video, leave 5 words in the comment section, help this video go viral. I want to shout out to everybody that followed me on the new Rednote app. I have almost 300 followers on there. Shouts out to all of y'all. When the 19th hits, whether this app is still available in the App Store or available to be used or whatever the case may be, January 19th is the last day I will be on this app. Regardless, I'm done. So I will primarily be on YouTube. My goal is to ultimately hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. My dream has always been to be a YouTuber before I became a TikToker. and I think I finally want to fulfill that dream. So if you have YouTube, please subscribe to me, and make sure you hit that notification bell to get all notifications whenever I post new music, post new YouTube shorts or full-length videos, whatever the case may be. Please subscribe to my YouTube. Link is in my link tree. Shouts out to everybody that has supported me on TikTok, supported my dreams. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have been able to get this house for me and my family. If it wasn't for you guys, my music career wouldn't have been popping. We on the bigger and better things after the 19th, and it starts with YouTube. Peace and love, y'all.
Y'all gotta watch this shit about Red Note.
This is not the CEO. This is not the CEO. I don't know why or how. These are the CEOs.
Wait. Look at the CEO. What CEO? Not us already starting rumors. He's been promoted. But he is wearing a nice sweater. And at least he was really nice. The biggest game on telephone ever. Whoever he is, he can have all my data. I'm fucking sweating and crying. We so stupid. Oh my god, we are so unserious. They ain't gonna want us over there. They gonna kick us the fuck out. I done seen somebody already got banned on the motherfucking app. We are the bad children.
Feel pretty good. And I'm not scared at all. I just feel kind of invincible.
Me too. I got a very positive attitude about this.
Good, me too.
Yeah.
Every time I open up Red Note, they're called us refugees.
Hello, yes. Hello to you, TikTok refugees. So, what happened? I heard red is now the first trend on TikTok. Oh my god, poor you. Yes, it's very welcome to join red, and also very welcome to follow me. So I know there are so many populations, so many users in America. If you all follow me, I can be a many follower. Otherwise, I will move to Australia as quickly as possible, as long as you love me. For many times I should rain on my
This is fucking hilarious. The Chinese are now coming on TikTok and doing lives to tell us how to operate Red Note. This is fucking crazy. Funniest thing I've seen in years, especially online. It's great. It is freaking great.
Americans are unruly, right? Unruly. You don't tell them what to do. And I think that's what people love so much about them. The government is like, China is spying on us and all of that, and Americans are deciding they're spying on us. Well, we are going to give them each and every other information that they want from us freely. We will take ourselves. You know how they've been speaking so bad about communism? Yeah. Well, guess what? The American audience has already entered. Do you know how much money the owner of this app is gonna make? For your information, this app is not even the version of TikTok. Rather, it's like Pinterest or Instagram. When I tell you the app is already crashing, cause I also don't wanna miss out on the American people. We love you so very much. Yes, we do love you. In fact, we were following you even without you knowing that we do follow you, right? I tried it myself. And guys, it was crashing. It wasn't sending any codes and stuff like that. So it was so hard and I could not even enter. So I am waiting for all this bandwagon of people that are joining, and maybe I'll join in later, but it refused. That tells you that it is super, super highly loaded. But the funny thing is, they have already started calling Americans refugees. I am dying because Americans know how to bully people. I don't know how this, the good thing is they know also how to make light of a situation, right? Because they also are aware of how they've been treating other people because of the propaganda that gets, spread by these other people that control the narrative. So I am looking at this situation where Americans are literally getting bullied. They are called refugees. And the content that they are putting out there, hey guys, I am an American. I am new here. I don't know what a typical American ego and behavior drawing, like Americans will draw attention to themselves no matter what. And this, for me, is just too much. It is so interesting to see that palm-colored people could not bear to see a rich Chinese man owning TikTok. And that's why they wanted so bad, because if this TikTok thing was owned by a rich white man, right, like any other corporation in America that scams and takes money out of people's, pockets, including the fact that Americans are getting fed up and they are poo-pooing the CEOs because they're like, what in the world? You guys have turned us into what? You understand? And I feel like TikTok has been that avenue or platform where people would come and vent and speak freely without literally, there's that bit of freedom that you feel. My goodness. And Americans are like, you know what? You don't want us here? It's okay. Let's go to China. So it's interesting to see how some of these so-called rich corporations and, so-called politicians would rather, ban this only for them to end up giving, like literally giving away for, except if, because these people are, wicked. If they see that you guys are jumping on this bandwagon of Red Note, maybe they will also ban the app in the country. But I feel like Americans are not willing to give up. They will always look for ways. Another thing that I even forgot, you know how crazy this can be when it is Chinese kids that are welcoming you. Chinese kids are welcoming you. And you guys are being given lessons, free lessons. Those that don't know any other language, it is time for you to at least, you have a chance to even learn another language. But the most funny part is how Chinese kids are coming on Red Note and they are asking you Americans to help them do their homework. Oh my goodness. And, you know how that American swag and how men come and show those abs. You were about to travel and get out of America and go to China, because guess what? You're gonna be exposed to all manner of compliments. You have all those black juicy build bodies. I'm telling you, it's getting there. And the crazy part is also others have already started getting bad because Americans can't contain it. You call them something, they will call you something too. It's fire after fire. They are no, I don't even know. But otherwise, I feel like this is going to open up the world even more for Americans to really see the outside world. This is the beginning of the breaking out of a bubble. TikTok had done it to certain levels. Now it is Red Note and more. And I feel like now that China realizes there's this opportunity, there are even more creators that are going to come out. Now I know that there's Fanbase. I tried getting onto Fanbase. It's still growing and it looks like you have a lot of black creators on there, you know, but there's just going to be lots of more other options. You know this is serious when that Meta guy, Mark Zuckerberg, comes out to be like, oh, you know, we are going to make this, you know, platform more friendlier and we want to listen to you. We don't want to censor your voices and stuff like that, because they know the moment TikTok gets banned like this, cause imagine, you think Facebook does not leak people's information? You think it doesn't? You think Instagram does not? No, these things are shared for free, right? The government leaks your information for free. They tap into your calls and they listen to it for free, right? And now this Mark Zuckerberg comes out, is like, you know, we want to do this and this and this and make our platforms what, you know, because they know the moment TikTok gets banned, he thinks that Americans are going to go back to Facebook. It's not that fun. Some people don't want to post anything on Facebook. Why? Because their parents are there. You know, they don't want people to just get into their business. And people are not that much into Instagram because Instagram is all about pictures and stuff like that, lifestyle. People on TikTok are normal people. Normal people, an everyday person, is not the Instagram models, right? So some people cannot cope up with that lifestyle. They want a variety. You understand? And they want an algorithm that sends at least is a mixture of this and that. And also TikTok has changed people's lives, right? But you know, this Mark Zuckerberg person, yeah, unfortunately, he's not gonna get any of the American audience because they also know he's that person that is sucking into the whatever. But anyways, my people, what do you think? Are you already there on the Red Note? I'm gonna stay here on YouTube and I'll go wherever you go. As long as you are American, we still want that fire. You know, there are things that, right? Yeah, but yeah, I think at least this is bringing us closer. We are learning about each other. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and please subscribe to the channel if you have not. I'll definitely see you in another amazing video. Until then, my name is Gracie and I love you. Bye.